Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐂. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. It's the current time of 10:05 a.m. on Eastern Time on August 13 on Saturday on the East Coast. Good morning, everyone, and good evening, depending on where you are, by the way. Ethereum contra $1,980, up about 1.04% so far. Respect to over crypto market on this Saturday morning, and also with respect to the stock futures, obviously we're still 2 days away from market reopening on Monday. It's across this back, kind of green at the moment. Across the crypto market, I would say we are relatively up across the spectrum. If you kind of just like take it more of a weighted average perspective, up about 1%, 1.5% respectively. Seems like Solana is surging up 9% at the moment due to its own micro affectation. So we'll dive into that a bit. And also Polygon as well. I'm seeing that it's also surging up 7.32%, while Algorand follow as the third place, up 3% at the moment. Stock is up as well, obviously, again, on a future perspective, up 1.75% across all the indexes. Russell and Nasdaq are both up 2.10%, while the VIX is down 3.32%. So obviously, we are still digesting the positivity that we've been experiencing so far. On obviously all the stars in alignment, from the positive job report that we got 2 Fridays ago, to a positive CPI report, to a positive PPI report as well, all pointing onto, I guess, a good separation of time during the summer as we are shifting onto fall shortly in September already. I cannot believe that we are all already midway through August. So time is definitely really short. Talk about time being really short, or the limitation of time that we collectively have. It's not like I saved time this morning, but my schedule was a little bit shifted this morning. I woke up a little bit later, so I tried to sleep in a little bit more, because I have some news. Next week I'm actually gonna be in LA for the Tech Week. Basically, it's gonna be a week of just events, happy hours, startup pitches that I'll be hearing, parties I'll be going to for the entire week from Monday to Friday. So I'll get ready for it because my calendar looks crazy at the moment. It looks like there are events that overlaps with one another. So it'll be a non-stop networking event next week. So I guess I'll look forward to it. I don't really know. Me, I'm more of a natural, I would say, introvert. And for me to be like engaging with people with that level of energy, like a typical extrovert, will it's gonna drain me a little bit. So I will see how that goes. Also plan on spending some time with some good friends over there. Also catching up on the good food in LA, which I really miss, like John and Vinny, like this spot in K-Town where they sell only one thing. It's like this soup, like this bone marrow soup. I also look forward to getting some Korean barbecue. Yeah, so we'll see. I look forward to it. But it'll be like kind of half work, half vacation. So it'll be like a workcation, but still looking forward to it. And before I dive into it, just double checking the media to see if there's anything that is important that we need to look out for. It seems like the House has passed the massive climate tax and health bill, and basically sending Biden's initiatives, the core pieces of his agenda, to be signed. So that's good. So it seems like a lot of stocks that are related to climate change, tax, and obviously healthcare bill related to the, for this legislation that they're passing, should have direct correlations onto driving positivity as market open on Monday. So that's another additional element onto seeing some sort of a bullish pressure on the equity side, which can propel the crypto side as well. And then I'm also seeing that Xi Jinping, from China, this, obviously there's some tension going on between U.S. and the Middle East right now. And it seems like China Xing is expected to be visiting Saudi Arabia coming up. So I'm not sure if that's had any direct correlations, but like obviously we're still in this like kind of tense type of relationship dynamics between these countries. So we'll see how that goes. And the last one that I'm seeing is with respect to Peloton. That is worth mentioning. It seems like they're shaving 780 jobs. Again, I mean, like their stocks are tanking, so I kind of get it. And they're also closing stores. And with respect to the hiking of their price, because of the fact that they, have to use more capital to be making the same products or inventory that they were before to push to turn profitability, hopefully, right? With the whole COVID situation passing us slowly, I'm not sure how sustainable this business is. It seems like it's just a bike with a computer, attached to it, but with the it also got propelled because of the COVID transition that we've had for the last 2 years that drove the stock up, but now it might be a little bit too late. So fundamentally, I think there's some questionable factors that we need to kind of consider if you want to think about buying around these levels. So let's just dive into the technical before I head on to the gym. I actually had breakfast already. I typically fast and just drink coffee when I do these videos in the morning because of time, but I have some time today. So let me just go quickly do this. It's a recording time of 10:11 a.m. on the Eastern time on Saturday. Again, have a great Saturday and Sunday coming up. Ethereum country at $1,980, up 1% so far. Respect to overall crypto market, again, we're up across the spectrum. And right now, Ethereum specifically, we are basically meeting with the next level of consolidation. And the next consolidation is basically 2000 flat, right? Or if we break it, we'll come down to the next level of 1870. And what's the RSI scale looking like right now? We are at 71 out of 70, so very extended. We are basically overbought right now. So do you tolerate this level of risk if you're buying it now on a daily perspective, right? But with respect to the weekend months out, you could see clearly we are, launching like a rocket ship, right? You could see that with Karmic Golden Cross, and at the same time, we still have some room to go up to from 47 out of 70 all the way to somewhere around 55 out of 70, right? So again, daily looks quite bearish because it's very extended, but we've seen way higher extensions to like the 80s to the 90s before. But can we sustain, right? With respect to Bitcoin, on the weekly and monthly, quite bullish as well. You can see that we're about to cross up, and at the same time, we're forming like a launching pad almost. But with respect to daily, we're quite extended again, right? 62 out of 70. So this also looks like a wedge. And if I draw this wedge, maybe I should do that. You could see that it looks like we are pointing upward. So bear with me, guys. You could see that, right? It's not perfect, but you could see clearly that we are, doing some sort of a upward trend, right? And as you form an apex, you naturally have to kind of come back down at a certain point of the apex, right? I'm not sure where the apex is yet, but you will kind of have to come down eventually, right? So I don't know, right, when is the timing going to be, but it's coming any day now, right? You could see that clearly we're at the 62 out of 70, and you're basically hitting another wall of blockade. So to each his own, right? Depending on your risk tolerance level. But if you hold long term, like who cares about this, like, being meticulous, right? And look at Solana. We are surging right now. You could see that we're clearly meeting to the next level. So that's why we were surging and breaking above the $46 mark, and then heading to the next level of basically 48 or 50, if you may. And right now, you can see that we're at the 62 out of 70 right now, trying to get up to the next level of 48. But you can see that we kind of gave up already, right? Let's see what's happening on the weekly. So weekly is forming a golden cross, so that's kind of triangulating into some buy-in pressure, excuse me. And then on the monthly, it's also plateauing. So Solana seems like it's finding some footing in terms of propellant going forward. And then look at MACTEX up 7% as well. You could see that we are reversing back up because we got bounced from the 56 out of 70 and then going up right now. But right now you can see that we're clearly getting blocked at 67 out of 70. We're clearly getting blocked at $1 at the moment, right? But look at the weekly right now. Golden cross, so that's why we're triangulating this. But you could see clearly we're hitting a wall, a sizable wall, a dollar mark, right? So would it make sense to keep buying at this level? I would say, with this dramatic movement that we're seeing right now, the risk is surging quite high in a very short amount of time. So definitely be cautious. Algorand is just gliding naturally, but you can see we can getting blocked at the moment. 61 out of 70. You're getting blocked as well on the top level at 38, which is the next level of monumental resistance. So, and also at the same time, we've been quite extended right now, right? On the daily, especially. Weekly, you can see that we're quite extended so far as well. So, Algorand doesn't look that bullish at the moment. And it's been kind of elongated, right? So, overall market, again, hasn't really changed the story despite the star constellations in alignment for the last a week and a half, from the positive job numbers, positive CPI report, positive PPI report. But again, it's relative, right? It's not positive per se. It's positive relative to the expectations that we've had so far, but it's still terrible, right? Inflationary pressure is still high, right? So appreciate you. Have a good Saturday and good weekend coming up, and take care.